Hi, I'm Dave Long, Marketing Training Manager with Soil Management Equipment. I want to talk to you today about the agronomic and performance features of the Tigermate field cultivator. Case IH has had a long tradition with soil management products, and the Tigermate field cultivator will continue that tradition. It has many agronomic features based primarily on two of our 7 agronomic drivers. First, crop residue management and seedbed conditions. We'll do a walk around of the Tigermate field cultivator today. We'll start up front with the hitch. The Tigermate 2 features a perfect hitch, which is auto pin hitch compatible. One of the very first things we'll see on the Tigermate is this convenient hose stand. One of the features that we built into the Tigermate for farmer convenience. This hose stand keeps the hydraulic hoses up out of the way of any pinch points. It also provides a storage place for the hoses when they're not in use. We have a holder for the electrical. We also have a container, waterproof, to keep the operator's manual in. So the operator's manual is always with the unit. On the front of the Tigermate, we have a rugged A-frame hitch. It's a self-leveling hitch. The leveling turnbuckle on the Tigermate 2 field cultivator requires no tools for adjustment. It features a locking pin that can be positioned at every quarter turn adjustment. This assures that the Tigermate 2 field cultivator will stay level and stay where you want it. The A-frame hitch is a full pull-through design. It attaches to these horizontal members that go clear back to the very back bar of the machine for a full pull-through strength in the machine. The frame on the Tigermate field cultivator has a bridge design. You can see here there are 2x2 tubes welded top and bottom on the 3x4 tube that holds the Tigermate shank assembly. This design allows for more surface area for those tubes to be attached to. It's much stronger than a butt welded design that you'll see in some competitive models. This is very strong. It also allows some flexibility throughout the frame of the field cultivator. The wheels and axles on the Tigermate field cultivator, we offer walking tandems on the main frame section and on every wing section as standard. Where that's optional on some competitive models, it's standard on the Tigermate field cultivator. With the Tigermate field cultivator, we're very concerned about a smooth, level output out the back for those optimum seedbed conditions. To get those seedbed conditions that we desire, it's very important that we have wheel gear on the field cultivator that will give the optimum ride. There's no better ride through the field than a walking tandem to give that smooth output out the back. The walking tandems on the Tigermate field cultivator offer replaceable spindles for ease of maintenance and maximum uptime. The walking beam on the walking tandems of the Tigermate field cultivator has a 60-40 weight split. It is set up so that there's 60% of the weight on the rear tire and 40% of the weight on the front tire. This will help prevent nosediving of the front tire in soft ground. The pivot on the walking beam has tapered roller bearings for long life and maximum uptime. To adjust the depth on the Tigermate field cultivator, each set of walking tandems has its own depth adjustment. Because we want the optimum flat level floor for optimum seed beds coming out the back of the field cultivator, we need to ensure the field cultivator is running level from side to side. We want to be able to adjust each set of walking tandems to ensure that we do this. The walking tandems that are on the main frame run right behind the tire tracks. In soft field conditions, they could be running in a little bit of a depressed area from the tire tracks on the tractor. We want to be able to adjust the main frames a little bit deeper than the wing gauge wheels to account for this if we need to. If conditions change, we can quickly and easily adjust to meet those situations. On each one of the gauge wheel depth adjustments, we have a turnbuckle that's attached right to the front of the machine. You don't have to walk over the machine or go back around it. Everything's right up here front where it's very easy to get to. We have a decal right here with the turnbuckle. 3 turns equals 1 inch. So it's easy to know right where you're at and where you need to be. Very easy to adjust and to get your depth set correctly, to get the machine level so we can have level output and optimum seedbed conditions out the back of the field cultivator. The Tigermate field cultivator offers stabilizer wheels on every wing section. These stabilizer wheels need to be set so that they just run on the ground without a lot of pressure on them. You want this stabilizer wheel to be turning all the time, but this isn't a full load bearing gauge wheel or a caster wheel or a dolly wheel. The stabilizer wheel is here to prevent the front of the field cultivator from taking a nosedive and to keep the front of the cultivator stable. Because one of our objects with the Tigermate field cultivator is a flat level floor, uniform consistent seedbed out the back of the Tigermate field cultivator. The stabilizer wheels on the Tigermate field cultivator are standard on every wing section. On some competitive models, you'll find that these stabilizer wheels are an option, but not on the Tigermate field cultivator. They have to be here to get the seedbed conditions out the back of the machine. The Tigermate 2 is also available with optional pivoting stabilizer wheels. Going straight, these wheels act like a rigid wheel. They do not wobble. But on tight inside turns, it rolls with the turn and does not slide sideways or want to gouge. These pivoting stabilizer wheels are recommended for larger sizes, higher operating speeds, and in areas that have rolling ground. These pivoting stabilizer wheels are also easy to adjust with a simple crank on the top of the pivoting stabilizer wheels. The Case IH Tigermate field cultivator has been designed to maximize the residue flow through the field cultivator. The Tigermate field cultivator has 5 ranks of shanks, spaced 30 inches apart to provide optimum residue flow. The shanks on the Tigermate field cultivator are set up in the split the middle sweep pattern. With the split the middle sweep pattern, the first 3 rows of shanks will take a full sweep width cut. On each one of the shanks in the first 3 rows, no shank will be in front of it. It'll take a full sweep width cut. The second 2 ranks of shanks will come through and split the middles of the first 3 ranks of shanks. This ensures no weed escapes and full width coverage. On the split the middle sweep pattern, the shanks are laid out in an effective 6-inch spacing. However, no shank is closer than 24 inches to another one because of the 5-rank design. This gives us optimum residue flow through the field cultivator. One of the features that's been designed into the Case IH Tigermate field cultivator for the convenience of setup for our dealers or for our farmers, and to ensure the maximum performance of the Tigermate field cultivator, the frame has been center punched at the factory where every shank location is to be. This helps with setup time so that the people that set up the field cultivator don't have to come through with a tape measure and measure out where every shank location needs to go. It also ensures that the field cultivator gets set up the way it was designed and that every shank gets put in its proper location to ensure the maximum performance for our customers. The shank assembly on the Case IH Tigermate field cultivator was designed for the maximum agronomic and performance features. The shank assembly on the Tigermate field cultivator offers a 1-bolt mount for ease of setup and mounts very quickly. Stays very tight to the 3x4 tubing. The pivot on the Tigermate field cultivator offers a double connex bushing. A bushing within a bushing in this critical wear area to maximize the life of the shank assembly. The shank assembly offers this U-channel to support this shank. One, to keep it from getting any side-to-side motion, and also to support it to eliminate shank breakage. The U-channel comes clear back to the top of the shank, to the top of the curvature of the shank. The Tigermate field cultivator has a compression spring with 150 pounds of holding force. A compression spring will never lose its holding force as compared to an extension spring. On competitive field cultivators that have an extension spring, once you've extended that spring 4 times, it will never have this original holding force again. One of the important agronomic factors that was designed into this field cultivator is we mentioned the shank spacing to help maximize crop residue flow through the field cultivator. The shank itself is designed to help maximize the flow through the field cultivator. The curvature of this shank, when it's compared to competitive models, the curvature of this shank starts out a lot more gradual to come up here. So when soil comes off of the shovel, it will roll up the shank. And you watch a Tigermate field cultivator go through the field, you'll see that soil boiling in front of those shanks. That gradual angle lets it come up that shank a little bit before it rolls off of it. As it does that, that helps clean residue off of the shank to prevent hairpinning. In competitive models that have a sharper angle, as they come up here with the shank, it comes up too quick and doesn't allow that soil to roll up off of that shank, and it breaks around quicker. And it doesn't let it clean that shank, and you get more residue hairpinning. So the design of the shank helps maximize crop residue flow through the machine. The Tigermate field cultivator shank has 14 inches of trip height to provide optimum rock protection. It also has 26 inches of clearance from the bottom of the frame to the tip of the shovel. The harrow is a very important piece of the field cultivator. With the Case IH Tigermate field cultivator, we have 5 different harrow options to ensure that we have the right harrow attachment to fit your needs. On this model, we have the 4-bar Tiger-Tine harrow. We also offer a 3-bar coil-tine ALS harrow. We offer a 5-bar spike tooth harrow. We offer 2 ACS harrows. Our ACS flat, which will give you 2 rows of coil tines, followed by a mounted rolling basket. We also have the ACS round harrow. The ACS round, 2 rows of coil tines, and a rolling basket with round bars. We offer both a flat bar and a round bar in the ACS harrow, so that we can tailor those harrows to your specific needs. The ACS flat for lower organic matter soils, the heavier soils that tend to want to clod more. We use the flat bars for their striking ability to come around and strike the clods to get improved clod sizing. The ACS round harrow with round bars for higher organic matter, lighter soils. So we get that firming action to reduce moisture loss. Both the ACS round and ACS flat harrows have adjustable down pressure up to 80 pounds per foot. The Case IH Tigermate field cultivators also have optional rear hitches to pull the Case IH rolling basket crumbler. The crumblers have 110 pounds per foot of down pressure and are available only in the round bar design. The Crumbler can be pulled in combination with any of the 5 harrow attachments that we offer for the Tigermate field cultivator. With the Tigermate field cultivator, we have a harrow that'll fit your needs. So see your Case IH dealer and find out which harrow attachment for the Tigermate field cultivator is right for you. The Case IH Tigermate field cultivator continues the Case IH tradition of outstanding soil management products. From the very front of the rugged A-frame hitch, the bridge frame construction, the split the middle sweep pattern for optimum residue flow, the Tigermate shank assemblies to hold those shanks in place, to roll that residue through the field cultivator, to get that level output out the back for optimum seedbed conditions. Walking tandems on every wing section. Stabilizer wheels, standard on every frame section. 5 different harrow attachments, one designed to fit your needs for your conditions in your location, all to provide optimum seedbed conditions out the back of the machine. Optimum seedbed conditions for optimum planter performance, optimum germination and emergence. The Tigermate field cultivator will fit the needs of your growers. I'm Dave Long. Thanks for watching.